Hey everyone, I'm Delightful Dev, and this is my entry to the GMTK Game Jam 2023, hosted by Mark Brown of Game Maker's Toolkit. You can play this game right now for free through the link in the description. If you're interested in how it was made, stick around and watch this video. Before that though, I recently made a Discord where I post updates on what I'm currently working on, as well as interact with the community. Check out the link in the pinned comment if you're interested in joining. Also, we've almost reached 100 subscribers, so consider subscribing. Alright, back to the devlog. This was the shortest jam I've ever participated in, having a development time of only 48 hours. With that little time to code, make art, music, and sound effects, I definitely needed some help. So, I enlisted the help of Francisco Rebello, who I found in the GMTK Discord, and he made some amazing tracks for this game. You'll be hearing them throughout this video. The theme for this jam was Roles Reversed. I usually spend a lot of time in the idea phase, like when I made Mythical Tours. It took me nearly half the jam to come up with a decent idea. Check out the devlog for that in the description. This time though, I knew I didn't have much time. So Francisco and I got to brainstorming, and within the first 30 minutes we came up with a game where you play as a boss during a bullet hell style boss fight with an underwater theme. To make a game like this, I wanted the player to really feel like they were playing a boss, so I studied a few of my favorite bullet hell games to get the right feel of what that would look like. After my research, I made a list of things I had to implement. The boss needed to have different attack patterns, it needed to fire tons of bullets, and it needed to be way bigger than the hero character. The hero character, which I'll be calling the Diver from now on, also had a list of requirements. They needed to be small, fast, fairly accurate, and have a way to dodge attacks. I completely forgot to record myself making the art for this game, but here's the palette I used if anyone's interested. The first thing I did was make placeholder assets for the boss and Diver to get their sizes right. Then I coded the boss's movement and basic firing. Thankfully, I've made a few top-down games in the past, so it was fairly easy to code this part. Afterwards, I made a basic AI for the Diver that simply follows the boss and fires when it gets close. To flesh out the Diver, I made it so they don't just float at you in a straight line. Additionally, when they get close enough to shoot, they will randomly move in a circular motion around you. I also wanted to add some kind of dodge roll to their toolset, but I don't think it's really necessary, since they're fairly difficult to hit already with all the strafing I've added. With the Diver done, I moved on to the boss. To make the boss's new art, I created a menacing octopus head in Sprite and used this video by Blackthorn Prod to make the tentacles. I'll link it in the description if you're interested in making something similar. I paired the tentacles to the mouse movement and voila, the boss looks and feels perfect. Now that the art was done, I began to work on the boss's attacks. I wanted to make 3 abilities that each had their own cooldowns. Left mouse button is a basic wide arc shot that shoots a decent amount of bullets. Right mouse button is a precise attack that goes off after 2 seconds. And space is a huge flurry of bullets that covers the whole screen, but you can't move during its cast time. I added animations to the tentacles while casting the second and third abilities. This added so much character to the abilities, and it felt like you were actually doing something while casting. Before I forget, the health bar for the boss is just a UI slider hooked up to a value, and the cooldowns for each ability are just UI images stacked on top of each other, using this simple code to calculate whether a cooldown is up or not. Additionally, the health for the Diver is based off of this video. I'll post a link in the description. Now, I just added the sound effects. I added a start menu with a brief tutorial. I spruced up the game's landing page, and I was done. Mutations, the feature that actually made this game fun and replayable, almost didn't make the cut. So, I only had 4 hours left until the submission time was over, but I really wanted to add some kind of progression system. Don't tell anyone, but I had been playing League's new Arena mode, and their augment system inspired me in a big way. With my remaining time, I made a handful of upgrades for the boss. These upgrades aren't just basic stat increases, they actually add something unique to pre-existing mechanics that can synergize effectively. If the boss becomes stronger, it would only make sense for the Diver to become stronger as well. So, I added a few upgrades for the Diver that are selected randomly each round. I'm really happy with how this system came out. I'm making this video a few days into the jam, and I've had the opportunity to see people play the game and read some comments.
The dive. Oh, so he gets an upgrade, but so do we.
Got him! Okay, this is amazing.
Oh, I can upgrade? I love this! This is good! You can now move freely while casting your space ability. I got to be a giant octopus today?
With all the feedback I've gotten, I'm going to release a post-jam update to flesh some systems out, fix some bugs, and add an ending. I'll be releasing a small trailer on this channel when the update goes out, so consider subscribing. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to support what I do, consider liking and sharing this video. And don't forget to join the Discord if you want to get inside information on things I'm working on.